Hi folks, Matt Carey here, Superintendent of Schools, and welcome to the first episode of the Superintendent's View for the 2023-24 school year. On this episode, we'll be going to the JFC school on location to take a look at their garden project. Just an absolutely amazing project that went on this summer. They first received a grant last spring for supplies and plants and seeds, and it just morphed into this wonderful school-wide project that involved staff and students and families and administration. And we just had a great time over there. They produced some really good food, and one of the things that was a highlight was the zucchini muffins. They were absolutely delicious. But the other thing was that the students really got to experience the thrill of farming and planting and watching things grow. And on top of that, they had a lot of healthy food choices as a result of it. And then with that, I was informed that we won the Best in New Jersey Farm to Table School Program. So come September, we're going to be featuring that award on one of our episodes and on our social media. So we're extremely excited about that. But before we go out to JFC, just some updates about our amazing school district. So first of all, we are wrapping up our ESY program here at all three of our schools. It's been a great ESY throughout the summer. Lots of learning going on and exciting things. And we really like the summer because it's a time where our students can get out and about and go about our campuses and do different fun things throughout the day. Each of our schools has been growing, various flowers and vegetables. And we've had water days and pool experiences and sports outside. So just a really nice time with our ESY program. And we were happy to get some really nice weather for that. On top of that, our buildings and grounds team has been working tirelessly to get our schools ready for September when the students return. Lots of projects inside and outside of the schools. And one highlight of that would be our new signage, as I like to call it. We have, when you come to our campus, if you haven't already, you're going to see new signs leading into our schools and then identifying all of our schools. It's really important because our schools are actually connected to Mercer County Community College. And it's very important that when people come into the complex that they're able to find where they need to go when there's so many buildings around. And I'd like to just give a shout out to a retiree from our district, Nicholas Papano. He's a speech therapist who served in this district for over 40 years. And when I first started as superintendent, he came to me about this sign project and said, this is something, we've been talking about for years and it just hasn't, been on the forefront. Do you think it's something that you could, possibly get into the budget? And everybody got on board with it. And we were really happy to have all the signs ready for the beginning of the ESY program this year. Also, Mercer Friends will be back up and running this year. The Mercer Friends program is such an amazing program. It supplies a lot of healthy food options for families in need throughout Mercer County. And it's also a great vocational program for our students from the ages of 18 to 21. So we are excited about that. Another exciting thing that's going on is we are relaunching our educational foundation this year. Mercer County Special Services has always had an educational foundation, but over the last, say, 3 to 4 years, COVID-related and other reasons, people retiring and moving on, the foundation hasn't really been active. So my goal this year is to reactivate the foundation. I've already spoken to the leadership that remains from the foundation and also recruited some new people to join the foundation. So look forward to sharing more information about that. We're hoping to have some events this year to really showcase our schools and get our foundation going again, because the ultimate goal of Ed Foundation is to raise funds that can be donated back to the school district in which they serve. So for us, that would be teacher grants. It would be supplies for our students, and any other needs that the district may have. So looking really forward to getting our Ed Foundation back up and running. And then finally, we had the strategic plan that wrapped up at the end of the school year. We presented to the school board and they have accepted it. So we now have a 5-year strategic plan for our district. I'll be rolling that out to all of our stakeholders, and we will be jumping into year 1 of our action plan. But we will be focusing very closely on things that we've identified as a group to help improve our schools, because the goal of our schools is always to improve and get better with services and all the things that we do for our staff and for our students and our school community. So lots going on at Mercer County Special Services this summer and then into the school year. I am really excited to launch into my second year as superintendent of schools. And without further ado, why don't we take you on location to the JFC schools? Hi, folks. Matt Carey, superintendent here on location at the JFC school with Principal Clara. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
It's so nice to have you on again. I know you were on last summer. It seems like every summer you're doing something amazing at the JFC school.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Yes, we're full of ideas.
Yeah, I know your swimming program has continued into this summer again, and it's been every Tuesday, and I'm hearing great things about it. Here's one of our buddies joining us while we're doing the interview. So right now we are at the garden, okay, at JFC school, and Principal Clara is going to tell us about how this came about.
Every spring, it's not every spring, we started last year. We have our annual Funny Bunny Hop, and we focus on wellness and health and kindness. And last year we started with little seedlings. And we realized that things were growing and it was working and we could do it. So we decided to experiment to see what would grow. And we came up with goals this year that we really wanted to have a school garden.
Yeah.
Specifically for our summer program, so it would serve as our living laboratory, as you say. We're out here, the students are learning ownership, how to take care of it, responsibility. We received a grant through the state.
Yeah, the grant was huge, right?
Yes, it was.
So tell us a little bit, how did the grant come about? Because you hit me up with the idea and I said, amazing, let's do it. And then you just charged ahead as usual and got it done. So how'd that happen?
So we applied for a grant through the state, which circled around climate awareness and teaching our children how to care for the environment pretty much. And then I got in contact with members of the community, specifically Timothy's, to help with what we would need, what we needed to buy, how much space we had. So they really gave us guidance. We established a green team, which some of the members of the green team are behind me. And it really came together as a complete school community-wide project. Some of us know how to garden.
Right.
There's a lot of hidden secret rules to gardening.
Yes.
Even our nighttime custodian came up to me and he said, Miss Clara, the cucumbers, they're really heavy and they're on the vine. And I was like, oh, well, that's true. So we, brought it up to the green team and we rearranged some things. So everybody really played a part in it. We tag team. We have our rain barrel behind us, but as you know, in New Jersey, it doesn't rain all the time.
Right.
So we have just the effort to make sure everything is watered, everything's taken care of, who's taking turns picking things. And the best part of this is we started a garden to table.
Yes, and that's what I've been hearing so much about in the last couple weeks.
So the students will pick all the vegetables. They'll take them into Miss Lucy in our cafeteria, and she has created things out of our zucchini, out of our tomatoes, out of our cucumbers. We have watermelon that's almost ready, lots of string beans, and the students have been trying it. They've really been learning where it comes from and whether they dump ranch on it or not, it's still vegetables.
Absolutely.
And they're trying new things, and their parents are very excited, that they're eating something healthy and
fresh and locally grown in the soil that is part of their campus. We have such rich soil here in New Jersey. We are the Garden State. Some people forget that sometimes. But it's so great that the students are getting the opportunity to eat the healthy foods that are coming out of the yield from the program. Now, the watermelon you did mention, I did hear a little something about this watermelon that the kids have named it.
Yes, they have named it. They came to me with the idea they wanted to name it John. But I said, we have a lot of Johns in this school. So their idea was we were going to spell it with a G.
With a G.
So that there's no confusion. And that's worked out.
All right.
That's worked out. We've also, a student came running in to tell me that he got me a bikini, but it was a zucchini.
A zucchini,
so
yes.
We're working on a lot of things.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I can't tell you how thankful I am as superintendent to have a principal who does these types of things with their staff and their students, because it really brings the whole community into the school environment. And the children are so excited about it. And they you couldn't wait to come over and show me the yield. Let's see it. Oh my gosh. Look at this yield. We have gigantic cucumbers, delicious tomatoes. Look at these beans. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. I love green beans. And do you know how healthy this is? Cherry tomatoes. Wonderful. You guys did an amazing job. You're like future farmers of America. What do you think? Yep. And now when you get older, you can grow these right at your house. Actually, you don't even need to get older. Now you know how to do it. You can show your family. Oh my gosh, look at these. Are these hot peppers?
Yes.
Ooh, are they spicy?
I think they're called hot mamas.
We
might do that on our next show.
Yeah.
They're hot mamas.
Hot mamas? Okay. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Papa said the
I
yummy.
want you to say, look at the camera, look at Mr. Nick, and say hi to everybody.
I'm here saying to the hi.
Yes.
And the guy, the red, and got orange, got yellow, got green, and got really home.
That's awesome. I really appreciate you coming over. I love that shark outfit. It goes right with the summer. We got all my friends here, all the staff here doing a great job. Now we're going to take some footage of the actual gardens to show everybody so we can really showcase all the great things here at JFC School. Hi, folks. I'm now at the front of the JFC School to look at a student-led project, and I'm here with Mr. John, our Supervisor of Education. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. It's great. A pleasure.
Absolutely. So right behind us, look at all these beautiful flowers. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we planted impatiens, and it was completely student-led. It was student-driven. We really just gave them the shovels and let them just dig, a couple scoops holes wherever they wanted to, and they removed the impatiens from their containers and plopped them right in and covered them, and it was wonderful.
Absolutely. It sounds like it was really fun for the students to be able to get their hands in the dirt. And now we were out back looking at the vegetables and the yield.
Yes.
Obviously, flowers are a different yield, but look how they grew in. These are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, we were really excited. And what's funny is you can see where what section gets the more sun. So it's that back corner over there. They're growing bigger. The students would come out and take turns watering. And then we have our trusty sprinkler that also helped us kind of back it up on those hot, we had that heat wave for like 3 days. So we just water. The kids love it. And it's been a great experience for all of us here at JFC. That's awesome.
And then there's several beds as you go across the front of the JFC School, and some of them were adapted for certain type students. So tell us a little bit about how you adapted this project.
Yeah, so we have individual beds that are carts on wheels. We have higher ones for our students that are in wheelchairs. Great. They can, get right up to it. Mm-hmm. They can water. They were planting. They were able to dig holes. So, there's no exclusivity here.
Right.
We're all inclusive. We have lower ones for students that are a little lower to the ground. Make it easier for them to not necessarily have to be up and down on their knees, but we have lower beds where they were able to participate in too. So it was fantastic. A great endeavor for us.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like a wonderful thing. I just want to thank you for all you do. And,
please.
All the work of the staff and the students to make these types of things happen.
It's our pleasure. It's why we're here and it's why we do it. And, we have fearless leadership from Clara. So it's been fantastic.
Excellent. Well, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. What an amazing morning I got to spend at the JFC School today, looking at our garden project, both in the back and the front of the school, talking to our students, our administration, our staff. It's just really wonderful, the things that we do here. And that's really, the antithesis of what we do here at Mercer County Special Services. These types of things go on in all of our schools where we really showcase our staff and our students and the abilities of our students. And that's really important to do. Our students have amazing abilities, and we got to showcase that today. And I'm just really proud as superintendent to be able to bring that to you here on the Superintendent's View. So that's a wrap on this episode. We'll see you next time. We're looking forward to September. And till then, be well.